Sometimes there's a situation where someone comes in and they've been injured. They're not 100% certain the exact point in time that it occurred. They have their own questions as to whether or not this is a work-related injury. Sometimes it's not, and sometimes it might be. It really can depend on the nature of the injury. With particular kinds of spinal injuries, for example, involving the discs, there can be very little, if any, symptoms, even just a noise, a pop, or something like that at the outset, and the pain doesn't come on until later, and the injured worker is not sure. But depending on what the facts are and what the circumstances, what the person was doing, what they heard, what they felt, how their body was functioning immediately after versus other symptoms that came on later, the doctor can often confirm whether or not this is something that happened at work or at home or had nothing to do with it. And sometimes it is the case where the doctor will say, well, yeah, this was probably it. This lifting this thing at work or this fall is probably what did it, and it doesn't matter that it wasn't until the next morning that all the symptoms came on, or even the next weekend or later on down the road. It does depend on the nature of the injury. Obviously, if we've got a broken bone, that's not going to be the typical scenario where you're going to have a delay in symptoms, but there are other kinds of injuries where that can and does happen. And then we find out from the doctor, is this something that was caused by the event at work? And if so, then we've got a case. If you have any questions about your case, if you feel like you may need help with your workers' comp claim, give us a call at Dodge Jones. I'm happy to sit down and talk with you and let you know what I can do to help.